They all come here with one goal in mind. What is it that draws them to this cold room? They are the ones that are supposed to save mankind. Yet they do nothing but argue about how we're doomed. Burn out retired or discharged infantry, MPs and engineers. Put out, kicked out, or just plain relieved of duty. Tasks of this magnitude should not be given to those who are up in years. Instead, they should be given to those who are younger and worthy. Suddenly a man with stars on his shoulders throws the doors open and shouts, "I am tired of this. You are supposed to be soldiers. If you can't stop arguing, then get out. This planet needs you, and we need you now." "But sir, we are no longer in the service." His interruption was met with a cold stare and a blow to the brow. "Quiet. You are brought here for your experience. You men know that there are many ways to accomplish a task. The proper way, the quick way, the right way and your way. What we need now is the best way, and that is what you're being asked. Help us defend this country and this world for what's coming in 4 short days." The room grows even colder in silence as the men look around. They realize that this is more serious than they were told. Intelligence shows that this will be ground zero. The general says as he points to the map of the North Pole. Satellites show a large armada of ships that appear to be headed here. We have checked and checked to date to be absolute certain. From what little data we have collected, we have to take extra care. They appear to be armed to the hilt and capable of inflicting great pain. The attack will be made in a place that is not guarded, a place that no country would ever expect to defend. You have 2 days to get whatever you need to depart. Realize this. If you fail, the civilized world will come to an end. So the rustic soldiers call in family and friends to prepare for battle. Favors are called in from all over the world in the next 48 hours. Laws are ignored, and the governments of the world hide like scared cattle. But our guys get everything they needed, and we're ready to make the big score. The big day arrives, and the planes start to land on the desolate ice. Weapons and munitions galore cover the once white snow. The arguments are over, and they know they don't have time to think twice. The only thoughts on their mind is how the next 48 hours will go. The next 2 days are really hectic as they prepare for the deadly stand. How will the battle turn out is not known, but at least they will give it their all. For they are the brave men and women who come from every land. With only the defense of this earth on their mind, they are certain they will not fall. Finally, they are ready to battle this yet unknown foe that can now be seen. The ships are huge and larger than anything built by the human race. Missiles are launched and guns are fired. Smoke streams towards these beings. The weapons strike their targets with deadly accuracy, but seem not to scratch the surface. Suddenly all the weapons have vanished into thin air, and soldiers all stand in utter fear. A bright light appeared for an instant. When the light disappeared, every weapon was gone. Where all the tanks, missiles, planes, and tents where grass and trees appear. The cold air is warmed, and the ships move closer and closer until they block the sun. A beam of light slowly, almost sensually comes from the center of the largest ship. It reaches down and touches the new grass, as if gently caressing the ground. In an instant, a small figure appears holding what appears to be a golden disc close to its hip. The life form holds a disc up as if he is trying to find the owner in this bewildered crowd. A former astronaut at the back of the crowd recognizes this disc from a long time ago. It was a disc from the first space exploration craft that relayed our coordinates and messages of peace. Yet this being had come all this way to our planet to be met with violence from below. The old man walked toward the life form with mixed emotions, but trying to put this life form at ease. Placing the disc back by his side, the life form held up his hand and moved it in a circular motion. Confused, the astronaut responded in the same fashion, hoping this was a polite greeting. A smile seemed to appear across the face of the being in what was hoped to be a sign of good emotion. The crowd let out a silent sigh of relief at this, hoping that they could salvage this blotch meeting. That was the beginning of the world peace that the entire planet now enjoys. It started with a meeting of 2 races from separate ends of the galaxy. Thanks to our new friends, what took mankind only a few millenniums to almost destroy. These kind new friends restored, destroying weapons and establishing worldwide harmony. Individual governments no longer existed, and everyone helped out each other. The world came together in the coming years, realizing that we're just a smaller part in the large scheme of things called life, and that if we did not learn to live together, that we would do nothing but destroy ourselves and be left in the dark. It was not an easy transaction for many groups who have been taught for so long to hate. But eventually even the worst enemies became allies and joined in the effort of becoming one. One world, one country. One people was a dream that was to become our faith. A united people who were selfish, and many who are now part of the world of one.